Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about some pictures that were released online recently, not officially from Warner Brothers, but this was from some leaked sources, I guess. Someone that made it onto the set of the Flash movie that's currently being filmed right now. They managed to get not only a picture of Michael Keaton back as Bruce Wayne, and we saw them, looks like they're giving him a pretty nice hairdo to make, because Bruce Wayne needs to have some hair back, and Michael Keaton maybe doesn't have too much. But on top of that, I think the bigger news about this is we got our first official look as of Supergirl. Supergirl, who is going to be played by Sasha Calais, I believe her name is. She is going to be playing Supergirl in the Flash movie. It was announced a couple months back. I know I did a video. I think I did a video on it. Either way, yes, this is really cool. We got our first official look. Looking at her costume right now, looks pretty sweet. And there's. At first, I was like, well, that doesn't look like the Supergirl that we know. Like, she's not blonde and she doesn't have the long hair. It doesn't really look too much like Supergirl's costume. And then apparently, the creator of this version of Supergirl made a tweet online. Tom Taylor tweeted in 2014, Bruno and I created a new Supergirl, Laura Lane Kent, and well, Sasha Calais as Supergirl is uncanny. And yes, indeed, if you look at the two pictures side by side, it is pretty uncanny. She does look exactly like that version of the character. Now, I never heard of this character before, because the Supergirl that I know, like from the old 1984 TV series, from the comics, from the animated stuff, even from the new Supergirl series from 2015, and that's on its final season, played by Melissa Benoist, has always been known as Kara Zor-El, the cousin of Superman. Well, apparently Laura Lane Kent is actually the daughter of both Clark Kent and Lois Lane. So this is pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting this. If this is that version of the character, specifically since, Justice League wasn't that long ago, and I'm not even counting the Snyder cut. I'm talking about the 2017 Justice League movie. That is the one that's in continuity. So what does this mean? Does this new Flash movie take place like 10 years or 20 years into the future? Because she looks like someone that could be in her 20s. Either that, or this is part of this alternate timeline that we're seeing, that Flash might be doing, because we do know that this movie is going to be setting up the multiverse, maybe even alternate timelines, etc. All of that kind of cross paths. If you guys have been watching the Loki series might be a little confusing for some people. So at least I know my parents are still struggling a little bit, but they're old, so what do you expect? I'll get in trouble for that one. Yeah, I think as long as they explain it right, I think once people see Ben Affleck in this movie again, because we know he's coming back in this movie, and then they see Michael Keaton, I think people will get the hint of it right away, that, okay, these are two different Batmans in two different worlds. So I get it. I think actually DC can explain it, the multiverse concept, a lot more easier. I think Loki is explaining it pretty good too. It's just, if you're not paying attention, then it's going to lose you. But I think most people are paying attention. So I think the multiverse is going to be well known and well established on how a multiverse works once Loki finishes. And then I think when we get to this movie, the Flash movie, things are going to be simple. But yeah, I really like her costume. Obviously, it's very similar to Henry Cavill's costume. The S, if you look at the S, it looks very similar to the S on his costume. It would be nice to see these two, cross over themselves. So we don't know when the hell that's going to be happening, because Warner Brothers doesn't want to give us a clue at when we'll see that version of Superman again. Apparently, they are going to be doing a Superman who I guess is rumored to be a black Superman, which okay, that's cool, but it has nothing to do with the DCEU, I'm guessing, unless you're thinking of replacing the Superman that we've always known with this new Superman. That I'll get a little bit annoyed with that. I'll be honest, because if you are going to replace him, at least pass the torch correctly, you know. But if this is going to be a separate movie, kind of like the Robert Pattinson Batman is a separate movie from the DCEU, then I'm all for it. But I you know, for continuity's sake, for the DCEU proper, I would like to see Henry Cavill back, and I would like to see him interact with this new Supergirl, especially if she is going to be the daughter of Clark Kent and Lois Lane. I mean, you might as well give us that. With that being said, look, guys, this is pretty exciting. I think I can't wait for this Flash movie. I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that it's going to turn out to be awesome. I think the Flash is a great character. I've been loving the series with Grant Gustin as the Flash since season 1. Even though I don't think it's as good as it used to be, there's sometimes some seasons that are better than others. So hopefully this movie will deliver on all fronts. It makes me wonder who the villain is going to be. You would expect the Reverse Flash to be the main villain, but you'll never know. It could be anyone at this point. We haven't even heard a casting for the villain of this movie, so we just know Michael Keaton and Supergirl and Ezra Miller are in this movie, and Ben Affleck, and that's about it. We haven't even heard one casting about the villain in this movie, so it's going to be interesting. With that being said, guys, comment below and tell me your thoughts on this. And before I sign off, I have to thank my Patreon supporters who help support this channel by sending in a monthly donation. Right now I got 3 subscribers. Hopefully I can get more if any of you are willing to donate a monthly subscription. Basically, when you donate $5 or $10, both of them are the same. I'm expecting most people to pick the $5 tier because it's easier for everybody. If you can, yes, you will get a credit at the end of each video, as you're seeing right now with these people who are helping me, backing me up, because I do want to grow this channel and I want to start focusing more on this channel, but that can only help if I have a lot of people backing me up. And look, even if it's just 3 people for the rest of my remaining life, that's better than nothing. And that's the way I look at it. You got to be grateful with what you got. And look, I didn't even think I'd get 1. So the fact that I got these 3 people, it really means a lot to me. So thank you very much for your dedication to this channel. It really means a lot. And look, if you're under the age of 18, please get your parents' permissions first. I don't want you to get in trouble, and I don't want to get in trouble. So please do that first. If you're over the age of 18, you know what to do. You know how your finances are. So don't feel pressured if you don't have the money to support. It's only if you can. It would be much appreciated, and that's all I can ask. So thank you very much if you do. With that being said, guys, I hope you can like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, because that also helps. If you can't donate, at least subscribe, at least like every video, and at least watch every video, because that also helps a little bit. So with that being said, until next time, take care.